Now we will study certain things about preamble. Preamble of the Indian Constitution. Preamble has two purposes for preamble. The first one is preamble says about the source of authority. Preamble starts like, we the people of India have resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. It means that constitution gets the power from the people of India, the citizen. So we can say that preamble, the first purpose of preamble is to indicate the source of authority of the constitution. So the source of authority of the constitution is each and every citizen of India, people of India. And next purpose of preamble is to show the objectives which the Constitution of India strives to achieve. We know that objectives like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to ensure to every individual justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. These 9 keywords are the objectives of the Indian Constitution as provided under preamble. And when we say it is a source of authority, what we have to keep in mind is that it is not a source of power. Preamble is not a source of power. It means that there is difference between source of authority and source of power. Source of power means none of the objectives of the preamble, none of the objectives mentioned in the preamble are justiciable. It means objectives mentioned in the preamble are non-justiciable by preamble itself. Non-justiciable. That is a concept of it is not a source of power, which means that only specific provisions provided in the Constitution can be implemented properly. It means that, for example, I can explain with the help of an example from the Constitution. One of the objective of preamble is to ensure equality, and articles 14 to 19 talks about different types of articles. 14 to 19 talks about free equality only, concept of equality only. And when we say preamble is not a source of power, it means that a person can implement the provisions provided under articles 14 to 19 with the help of Supreme Court or High Court, but the same person cannot go to the court and get his right to equality implemented, saying that his right to equality mentioned in the preamble was violated. So that is a difference between source of a power and not source of power. So that you have to keep in mind. And other one thing is that preamble is part of the Indian Constitution, and as any other part of the Indian Constitution, it can also be amended. It can also be amended. There, what you have to keep in mind is that as of now, preamble has been amended only once, and that was by the 42nd Amendment, which included 3 words into the preamble. They are socialist, secular and integrity. Now we will try to answer 2 questions, that is 10th and 12th question. The 10th question says that with reference to the preamble of the Indian Constitution, consider the following statements. It indicates the source from which the Constitution derives its authority and hence it is a source of power. So it has 2 parts for the statement. The first part is correct only. It says that it indicates the source from which the Constitution derives its authority. Preamble says about the source of authority, but the second part, and hence it is a source of power, but preamble is not a source of power because preamble is non-justiciable. So since so we can say that the first statement is a wrong statement, and it defines the objects with which the Constitution seeks to establish and promote. That is, one of the purpose of the preamble. So the second statement is correct. So the option B is the correct option. Now we will look into the 12th question. With reference to the preamble, which of the following statements are not correct? There, keep in mind, you are asked to pick the not correct statement. Preamble is not part of the constitution. Preamble is a part of the constitution. So the first statement is a not correct statement. The preamble has been amended only once so far. That is a correct statement. So the second statement shall not be there in the correct answer. So we can eliminate option C and option B. Now we will go to the third statement. It is non-justiciable. Preamble is non-justiciable in nature. It is non-justiciable. So that is a correct statement. So third statement cannot also be in the correct answer. So the first statement is only the not correct statement, and that is the answer. A is the answer for that question. Now